rural development. First, encourage social transformation. One of the main reasons for inequitable distribution of economic gains between the haves and the have-nots is the gap in access to information. ICT plays an important role in bridging this gap. Access to information is of fundamental importance to any developmental process. The recent development of ICT is greatly facilitating the flow of information and knowledge beyond the borders of socio and economic status. ICTs are now widely recognized as a critical tool to tackle developmental issues, which ultimately leads to social transformation. Second, ensuring a better quality of life. Indeed, it provides important commercial, social, educational benefits. By expanding the use of government services, ICT strengthens the livelihood opportunities for rural India. ICT helps to access to markets, health and education. Hence, it ensures a better quality of life. 3. Strengthening the information base for the rural communities. ICT initiatives may be designed to provide access to the information about their rights, entitlements and the availability of various government schemes and extension services. Fourth, implementing rural development initiatives. ICT plays a crucial role through demand-driven information communication services. ICT addresses the information gaps and blockages by strengthening the decision-making capacity of the rural poor, as well as the resource institutions of every rural community. Fifth, enhancing people's participation in nation-building process. Communication technologies mobilizes people and seek their willing participation in the development process of a country. In a developing country like India, ICT is regarded as one of the key elements in modernizing agriculture, in producing healthy literature and trained workers for industry, and for bringing about effective participation in the nation-building activity. Let us now see the telecommunication for rural development. Information is essential due to socio and economic activities that comprise the development process. Telecommunication helps to connect people and acts as a link in the chain of development. India achieved substantial socio-economic development since independence, but unfortunately this development has not been shared equitably by all. Some sections of the society have been left out, and some areas like the rural, tribal and remote areas could not keep pace with the urban areas in development. If vast sections of the societies and areas are left out, it breeds unrest and is not conducive to a sustainable development of the country. That is why we have something known as community radio. Community radio is another strong weapon to catalyze the process of socio-economic development of rural population through creating awareness among beneficiaries about government policy and programs, facilitating them to understand the procedure to secure benefits of these programs and easy access to public services, and seeking redressal of their grievances. Indeed, community radio is a blessing for all. Community radio is a participatory medium through which information is communicated to the rural communities. In the different parts of the world, community radio is also referred to as rural radio or cooperative radio or participatory radio, alternative radio, popular radio, educational radio, community FM, association radio and bush radio as well. The basic characteristic of community radio is that community owns it to serve the needs of the community. Most significantly, it is the participatory nature as people actively take part in formulating the station's policy, strategy and program content. Community radio presents opportunities to participants to share their personal experiences in relation to development policies, programs, and attempt to facilitate efficient implementation of programs relating to health, education, nutrition, sanitation, women empowerment, agriculture, etc. According to UNESCO in the 2002, community radio is a type of radio service that caters to the interest of certain area, broadcasting content that is popular to a local audience. It aims at providing and improving socio-economic conditions and the quality of life for the community through well-conceived and designed programs for targeted community participants. Let us now understand what are the initiatives taken by community radio in India. 1. Gyan Vani Community Radio. The Human Resource Development Ministry and the Indira Gandhi Open University, with the help of Prasar Bharati, launched Gyan Vani community radio in 2001. It covers a wide range of subjects like creating awareness about Panchayati Raj institution and their functionaries, women empowerment, consumer rights, human rights, health, education, science education, teacher education, vocational education, adult education, and education for the downtrodden. Next is Uttarakhand Community Radio, which is also known as Kumaon Vani. It was launched by the Energy Resource Institute on March 11, 2010 in Mukteshwar with a radius of 10 kilometers and covering 20 villages. Broadcast programs on environment, agriculture, culture, weather and education. Third is the Radio Active, which was established in the campus of Mahavir Jain College, Bengaluru, covering the entire city. It transmits daily 3 to 4 hours programs focused on environment, women empowerment, children in need, animal welfare, disabled persons, human rights persons' welfares, besides committed to educate the children of migrant construction workers and focus on development and welfare of the laborers in general. Now, let us move further to a new concept, that is rural telephony. This belongs to telecom grade. Rural telephony for rural development, it basically connects the rural and provides key strategies like distributing locally relevant information, targeting disadvantaged and the marginalized group, promoting local entrepreneurship, improving poor people's health, strengthening education, promoting trade and e-commerce, supporting good governance, building capacity and capability, enriching the culture, supporting agriculture, creating employment opportunities, reinforcing social mobilization. Let us now focus on some of the other ICT related projects. 1. E-Panchayat. Technically speaking, E-Panchayat system is web-based and end-tired and functions like application service provider, enabling panchayat level digital services for all the stakeholders. The stakeholders are nothing else but the citizens, elected representatives, Gram Panchayat officials, the government and the knowledge workers. But it should not be merely perceived as an ICT-enabled system of governance that provides public services on demand. It promotes virtues of good governance and deepens democratic values in society. It creates an environment in which people feel empowered, establishes a system that ensures people can easily avail their fundamental rights to information, and broadens the scope of local government. The process of e-governance has already been started by the Government of India, and they have decided to open 1 lakh common service centers across the country under any GP in order to make all government services accessible to the common man in his locality, and also ensure efficiency, transparency, reliability of such services at an affordable cost to realize the basic needs of a common man. Now, the Government of India has initiated the process to equip all the Gram Panchayats with computers or provide access to computers with broadband connectivity. All Panchayats at all the levels need to be equipped with computing hardware and connectivity over the next 3 years. The approach would be first used in the kiosks, which is being set up under the NEGP's Common Service Centers initiatives. For the remaining panchayats, it is proposed to engage independent service providers who would be selected on the basis of a bidding process. It has been also planned to equip all the panchayats with necessary softwares and skills to handle the e-governance for better delivery of services to each citizen. The other major component of e-panchayats would be that of the capacity building of functionaries of Panchayati Raj institutions. The infrastructure that is proposed to be created through PRI would be utilized for training of elected representatives about their responsibilities and for giving them functional knowledge of the schemes that are implemented through the panchayats or through the statutory committees. That was all about e-Panchayat. Moving on to the next, Drishti. Drishti has identified 3 core pillars of sustainability, namely livelihood, services, and basic infrastructure. On these 3 pillars rests the sustainability of any community wherever they may exist. If one of these 3 pillars goes weak, it impacts the very foundation of the community. Drishti has worked in the first phase of its growth on the services pillars. It has now provided education, health, availability of household products, and banking services for the last 13 years in over 5,000 villages. Over the last 2 years, it has also started focusing on the livelihood pillar, which is expected to impact the maximum. It expects to partner with the government and other larger stakeholders to build up the infrastructure pillar. sustainability of self-contained communities is needed to build a strong world. For us, sustainability means a world which is more equitable, which is more open, and which regards respects for each human civilization and its cradle. By ensuring sustainability of marginalized communities, we wish to create models of success which can be emulated the entire world. With a little bit of the support of these communities, role models have already been established for the future world. During the last 5 out of the 12 years of our existence, Drishti has developed a home-grown, low-cost, last-mile distribution network, mostly catering to the packaged product needs of a small to medium villages. Indeed, it has done a lot in order to sustain these rural communities. The third aspect is the E-Mitra. E-Mitra is Rajasthan state government started projects in the year 2002. It was started to deploy the IT-enabled benefits. 2 projects came into existence, namely E-Mitra and Jan Mitra. Jan Mitra is an integrated element platform through which the citizens of Rajasthan can avail the benefit if getting the desired information regarding any government department. It has not only helped the government by reducing the burden of attending every cell, it has also reduced the waiting time for the service and has led to provide comfort to each citizen. Lok Mitra is an urban electronic governance project which was launched in the Jaipur city in the year 2002, which helps the citizens to pay their bills online to save the waiting time. That was about E-Mitra. Moving on to the fourth aspect, land records computerization. The project is a collaborative effort with the Ministry of Rural Development providing funds to states for the data collection and site preparation, etc. States like Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Orissa, Uttar Pradesh, Sikkim, Andhra Pradesh, Pondicherry are already in an advanced stage of computerization of land records. Various kinds of land records software operational in different states like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, E-Dhani in Goa, and Apna Khata Rajasthan, E-Dhara in Gujarat, Bhumi in West Bengal, Him Bhumi in Himachal Pradesh, etc. are already under the work. Moving on to the next, we have Lokvani. Lokvani is another e-governance effort initiated by the district administration of Sitapur, that is Uttar Pradesh, in collaboration with NIC. Lokvani provides citizens an opportunity to interact with government without actually visiting the government office. The Lokvani network is spread across all the 6 tehsils and blocks of Sitor. The services provided through the kiosks include information about various government schemes, forms, list of old age pensions, list of scholarship beneficiaries, allotment of food gains, allotment of funds to Gram Panchayat,